Hey guys, DJ AJ 101 here, and I found another little article that I wanted to share with you guys tonight, and this one happens to do with the iPad, as you guys can see from my side right over here. It actually has to do with the iPad 2, which obviously, as we know, a new iPad is coming out very, very soon, next week, Wednesday, presumably, the iPad 3, if that's what it's going to be called. And there has been a rumor going around that the iPad 2 is going to, maybe be like an iPhone, where they're going to drop the iPad 2 down, still sell it, but they're going to sell an 8 GB model only. And there's been some speculation about that. And I even have a question to go along with this as well that I'd like to ask you guys. First and foremost, I can see Apple doing this. I don't know if this has officially been set in stone, because obviously we don't know. The next iPad hasn't been announced yet, so obviously we'll learn that next week. And to really put into perspective, the question that I kind of had is, 8 GB, Apple's been doing this for a while now. It's always been, okay, 8 GB model gets dropped down, 8 GB model gets dropped down for, the iPhone line that has been going on for the past 2 or 3 years already. So it's nothing out of the ordinary that we haven't seen. But I think my bigger question is, have we gotten to the point where if you're going to drop down an iPad model, is it still going to be worth it to drop it down to an 8 GB model? Because as we all have seen, 8 GB really does not hold that much data anymore, unless you're doing a lot of the cloud, a lot with the iCloud integration, a lot with Dropbox, and pretty much everything being stored on the cloud and streaming to your iPad. 8 GB really is hard to cut the cheese anymore, at least with onboard storage. 16 GB I think would be the better standard for a drop down as of right now, I think, for the next year or so, until they can update that again. But me personally, I just really don't see where 8 GB is really going to cut it anymore, because I know my cousins have an iPod Touch, and they put all their stuff on there, their games and their apps and their music and everything, and 8 GB doesn't even cut it for them. I mean, what they want to put on there with their music and everything, it's really, really tough. And I know I have a 16 GB iPad, and I don't really have all that many apps on there, to be honest with you. I maybe have about 20-30 applications on there, and I've got it just about 3/4 of the way full. Some music I have on there, no TV shows, and I think that's a big thing that really sells the iPad, is it's a multimedia, consumption device that you can watch movies and play games and, enjoy your music and stuff like that. I mean, 8 GB, you can maybe only hold 2 HD movies on there, and maybe some songs, really depending how much compression your movie gets. But, if your standard movie is 3 to 4 GB of data, you're going to burn through that 8 GB really, really quick. Now, for education, I can kind of see this because of being a lot of local storage at my school's network, where you can do all your papers and everything and have it stored into the cloud. It makes more sense, I think, in an education environment than it does really in a practical user experience at home environment, where you're probably going to want to put a lot more multimedia driven applications and content on this iPad. But maybe I could be wrong, and maybe you guys agree, but I'd love to hear what you guys think about this rumor, and maybe about the question that I just posed. If you guys would like, please leave your comments. I would love to hear what you guys think about this subject. Also, rate this video up and subscribe if you happen to like my content. I sure do appreciate that. And who knows, maybe we will see an 8 GB iPad drop down to the iPad 2 level and be more geared toward education, but who knows. Anyways, guys, please leave your comments. I can't wait to hear what you guys got to say, and I will see you guys in my next video. I'll leave a link in the description for this article if you'd like to read it for yourself. Have a great one, guys. See you next time.